Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday Brunchstream. I am Ramblin Deano. Good to have you here. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I'm a little disappointed in myself that I didn't come up with some sort of Valentine-themed show for today, but I'm sticking with my country music history exploration here, and so today I'm going to play some songs by J.E. Mayner's Mountaineers, and so these songs were all recorded in 35, 36, 37, and really great band that had a lot of popularity during that time period, so I'm excited about all that. Hey Tony, hey Martin, hey Trish, but I don't know, before we get started here, cheers to everybody. As has been typical in recent Sunday brunches, it's a Bloody Mary morning, as Willie would say. So instead of songs about love, we're going to get a lot of songs that relate to Jesus and death and the old home and mother. Tony says he's frozen in Austin, Texas. Let me shed a little tear for you, Tony. Make sure the pipes don't freeze. That's what I remember from my time living down there. The one thing they don't have is any, the pipes just run underneath the houses in a lot of cases, and there's no insulation or anything, so it is a legit danger down there. All right, so the first J.E. Mayner's song I'm going to do, Mayner's Mountaineers, was probably the most famous version of this is by the Carter family. This being Sunday, it's going to be a big Jesus, big Jesus day for us here. I can't feel at home in this world anymore. This world is not my home, I'm just passing through. My pleasure and my home are far beyond the blue. Many friends have left me and have gone on before, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh Lord, you know, no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, oh Lord, what will I do? Angels beckon me to heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. I've got a loving mother over in the glory land. I never expect to stop until I grab her hand. She's gone on before to rest forevermore, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Over in the glory land, there's no dying there. The saints are shouting victory and singing everywhere. I hear the voice of them that I have heard before, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Heaven's expecting me, that's one thing that I know. I fixed it up with Jesus 14 years ago. He will take me through, though I am weak and poor, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. No, I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Interesting seeing the chat about Woody. Yeah, I mean, super common thing in folk music to obviously like borrow tunes, and answer songs are a pretty common thing too. So that doesn't surprise me. Woody would have probably heard a lot of the Carter family. So J.E. Maynor and his brother Wade Maynor were from North Carolina, and they formed this band with, among others, a good guitarist and singer named Zeke Morris, and achieved kind of local popularity. But then their career really took off when they were got a radio slot where they would perform, I'm not sure whether it was daily or weekly, but they were sponsored by Crazy Water Crystals. And Crazy Water Crystals was a company based in Texas that sold a product that was basically, they took mineral water and evaporated it, so all that was left was the minerals, and they sold you these packets of supposedly healthy minerals that you would then mix with your water wherever you were, and made all sorts of wild claims as to this was a cure-all for sure. Definitely a snake oil salesman type situation here, till eventually the government cracked down on them, and the company kind of floundered after they couldn't make all these crazy claims anymore. Anyway, so this was their first big hit, and I gather it's become something of a standard in bluegrass circles, although I wasn't successful in finding a whole lot of versions of it by other well-known artists. But it's a beautiful song, and it's called Maple on the Hill. Near a quiet country village stood a maple on the hill. There I sat with my Geneva long ago, when the stars were shining brightly. You could hear the whippoorwill when we sat beneath the maple on the hill. Don't forget me, little darling, when they've laid me down to rest. Just one little wish, darling, that I pray, as you linger there in sadness, darling, thinking of the past. Let your teardrops kiss the flowers on my grave. We would sing love songs together when the birds had gone to rest. We would listen to the murmur of the rill. Will you love me, little darling, as you did that starlit night, as we sat beneath the maple on the hill? I will soon be with the angels on that bright and peaceful shore. Even now I hear them coming o'er the hill. So goodbye, my little darling, it is time for us to part. I must leave you and the maple on the hill. Don't forget me, little darling, when they've laid me down to rest. Just one little wish, darling, that I pray. As you linger there in sadness, thinking, darling, of the past, let your teardrops kiss the flowers on my grave. Let your teardrops kiss the flowers on my grave. Valentine's Day. He talks about loving her. He's just dead, that's all. I'm just an incurable romantic. What can I tell you? All right, let's get back to sorrow, grief, and pain. More of the religious variety. This is called "They Said My Lord Was a Devil," and this was released under Wade Maynor and Zeke Morris as a duo. I found a Wade Maynor version of this from the '60s that this is more based on than the original. What was kind of interesting is, I was chatting with Joe about this before the show today, and so you can see the influence and the giant that Bill Monroe was, that even these guys that predate Bill Monroe, when you hear their recordings from the 60s, they have adopted all these bluegrass elements to their music, so it's not as kind of the pure original mountain music as it was. It just struck me that it's like you've got these guys who influenced Bill Monroe, but once Bill Monroe put his spin on that type of music, from that point on, all of them were like, "Oh man, he did it better. I'm gonna do it like Bill did." They said my Lord was the devil. They said my Lord was the devil. They called the saints astray. Don't expect no more down here but sorrow, grief, and pain. God bless them holiness people and the Presbyterians too, and the good old shouting Methodists and the praying Baptists too. My work will soon be ending. My race is nearly run. My work will soon be ending, and I'm going home. I get to heaven, I want you to be there too. And when you hear me say amen, I want you to say so too. I'll pay no rent I like a lot of the lyrics in that one, but I stumbled upon a version that had that last verse in it, which is really cool. I'll pay no rent on a mansion. My taxes won't come due. My garments won't go threadbare. Put a trusting eye in you. You know, as you go through all this old timey music, you know, and you think about the religion connected to it. A lot of it, you know, a lot of that belief seems to me comes from a place where life was fucking hard and people died young and died all the time, you know. So the idea of envisioning, you know, a place of peace and rest, I can understand why it might have seemed like a welcome relief to life in a way. But I'm going to play a much more lighthearted number now, and this must have been written in the 20s because it refers to flappers, and it's some advice for the ladies. If you want to stay right with the Lord, I'm going to check my tuning here quick. It's called Why Do You Bob Your Hair, Girls? Why do you bob your hair, girls? You're doing mighty wrong. God gave it for a glory, and you should wear it long. You spoil your lovely hair, girls. You keep yourself in style. Before you bob your hair, girls, just stop and think a while. Why do you bob your hair, girls? It is an awful shame to rob the head God gave you and bear the flapper's name. You're taking off your covering, it is an awful sin. Don't ever bob your hair, girls, your hair belongs to Him. Why do you bob your hair, girls? It does not look so nice. It's just to keep in fashion, it's not the Lord's advice. Every time you bob it, you're breaking God's command. You cannot bob your hair, girls, and reach the glory land. Why do you bob your hair, girls? It's not the thing to do. Just wear it always wagged, and to your judge be true. And when before the judgment you meet the Lord up there, He'll say, well done by watching, you never bobbed your hair. There you have it. A hairstyle as sin. You should always wear it wagged, is the word wagged. Another one of my favorite lines in there is to rob the head God gave you and bear the flapper's name. Rob the head God gave you. Why don't you shave your beard, boys? That's very good, sweetheart. Bloody's tasting good today. I don't normally... excuse me. Going all Foster Brooks on you here. I don't usually buy Bloody Mary mixes because I find the drinks pretty simple to make in a satisfactory way myself. But today I'd like to mention that I'm drinking Bloody Marys made with Lutz Bloody Mary mix. Lutz, made at the West Allis Cheese and Sausage Shop right around the corner from me here. So we were out of tomato juice one week, and so I bought this big growler of Lutz. It's a pretty good mix. I do jazz it up a little bit with a little citrus, but a little lime or lemon. It seems to need a little tang. But all right, here's a song. Here's a song about love, unrequited love. That seems like it's going along all right, and just like, you know, sadness and wishing that someone's darling would take them back again, and then it turns real dark at the end, as these mountain folk tended to do. They like their murder, you know. All right. Called Greenback Dollar. I don't want your greenback dollar. I don't want your watch and chain. All I want is your heart, darling. Say you'll take me back again. Many a time I sat back and waited for these words you would not say. But at last the flame of love is broken, leaving me so sad and blue. I don't want your greenback dollar. I don't want your watch and chain. All I want is your heart, darling. Say you'll take me back again. They say your parents, they don't like me, as they drove me from your door. If I had these times to live onward, I would never go there no more. I don't want your greenback dollar. I don't want your watch and chain. All I want's a sawed-off shotgun to blow out your dirty brain. I don't want your greenback dollar. I don't want your watch and chain. All I want is your heart, darling. Say you'll take me back again. I'm not really sure why the person is going to take you back again after you've just threatened to blow their brains out with a shotgun, but hey, you know, I country folk might be different than me. I don't know. Greenback dollar. Classic. All right. This will be the last of the Mainers, Mountaineers songs I'll do. And this is a kind of Western tune, and so it's interesting to me that one of their hits here, makes you sort of understand this linking of country and Western, because there was a lot of overlap with Western music and Eastern mountain music. And this is called Come Back to Your Little Dobby Shack. And much as even though I spent literally minutes trying to research this, I I was never able to find out exactly what a dobby shack is. Not adobe, not Native American clay, but dobby, D-O-B-I-E. And it's not doobie. A doobie shack I might be able to figure out. But this is longing for a simpler place and a simpler time and a simpler life, I guess. As I sit alone tonight while the moon is shining bright, the stars up in heaven wink at me, and my mother sings this song that she used to sing to me as she cradles me upon her loving knee. I can hear the whippoorwill, he is calling for me still. Sings a song to me of peace and rest. Seems to say to me, come back to your used to be, to your little dobby shack way out west. I can hear the cattle lowing as they stroll along the trail. The moon is shining on the plain. It sends the light of heaven to that dobby shack of mine to remove it from all harm and pain. I can hear the whippoorwill, he is calling for me still. He sings a song to me of peace and rest. Seems to say to me, come back to your used to be, to your little dobby shack way out west. I'll be coming back someday, but the debt I can't repay, to that dobby shack where I was born. The chimney's fallen down and the roof has tumbled in, but it sheltered me from all wind and storm. I can hear the whippoorwill, he is calling for me still. He sings a song of me of peace and rest. He seems to say to me, come back to your used to be, to your little dobby shack way out west, to your little dobby shack way out west. The dobby shack. I don't know. Sounds like a peaceful, nice place to be, though, you know. J.E. Maynard and his Crazy Mountaineers. So when you were sponsored by Crazy Water Crystals, you had to add crazy to your name. There were other artists who got sponsored by, that was part of the deal, you know. If you want to be on the radio and be sponsored by Crazy Water Crystals, you have to add crazy to your name. So if they were still in business, I might be in the Crazy Waco Brothers. All right, moving on. As is my format these days, I am working through George Jones's singles in chronological order, and I was pleased to see when I got to this one that it's one that I basically know. So yeah, I didn't have an additional song to learn along with the 6 Mainers songs that I learned. So this was George's first hit in the mid '50s. It was immediately covered by Webb Pierce and Red Sovine as a duet, and I think they got higher on the charts with it than George did, which seems like something that was common in the country world in that day. People would see a song kind of catching fire, and then a bigger star would cover it and make all the money. But George still got in. I think he still got in the top 10 with this. So this was his first big one. And the story behind it is supposedly George and his co-writer were in an airport or a bus station somewhere, probably a bus station at this point in his career, and they saw a woman beating her significant other, boyfriend, husband, whatever, with a shoe, and this guy was kind of cowering on the floor, just saying, "Why, baby, why?" And they thought, that sounds like a good song title. Tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why you make me cry, baby, cry, baby, cry, baby, cry. Can't help but love you till the day that I die. So tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why? Well, I got a crow I want to pick with you, just like last night when the feathers flew. You're running wild, kicking up your heels, leaving me home with a handful of bills. Well, I can't live without you, no it's true, but there's no living with you, so what'll I do? I'm going honky-tonk and get as tight as I can, and maybe by then you'll appreciate a good man. Tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why you make me cry, baby, cry, baby, cry, baby, cry. I can't help but love you till the day that I die. So tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why? Well, I don't know, but I've heard say that every little dog's gonna have his day. You better pay attention, don't you dare forget, 'cause I'm just a little bitty puppy, yeah. Well, I caught you honky-tonkin' with my best friend. I should've left you then, but I should've left then. I'd leave you, but I still get sore when I come home, I'm feeling for the knob on the door. Tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why you make me cry, baby, cry, baby, cry, baby, cry. I can't help but love you till the day that I die. So tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why? I can't help but love you till the day that I die. So tell me why, baby, why, baby, why, baby, why? All right, why, baby, why? George's first big one. I'm dripping Bloody Mary on my guitar here. That's appropriate in some fashion. All right. I'm going to wrap the show up today with one of mine. Obviously, it was a weird week with the acquittal, the pathetic acquittal of our former president in the impeachment trial. And this song, although it's written as if it's a relationship song, it's really not. And I think you're all smart enough to figure that out as I sing it. It's off my latest album, Kill the Truth, and it's called A Promise Unfulfilled. Yep, let's try and play it right. The roses we planted never bloomed, and the house we started to build sits empty on that shining hill, a promise unfulfilled. We had a dream of a new home, nothing could keep us apart. Before long it was clear it was only a dream. We were built alive from the start. The roses we planted never bloomed, and the house we started to build sits empty on that shining hill, a promise unfulfilled. Half of the family turned on me, the other half turned back on them. We took our side, seems our love was weaker than sin. The roses we planted never bloomed, and the house we started to build sits empty on that shining hill, a promise unfulfilled, a promise unfulfilled. Forgot a few lyrics there. I haven't played that one in a while. I suppose I should have had the lyric sheet in front of me. But hey, thank you for joining me. That's all we got time for on our show. You know what? I'm going to start doing at the end of every show is doing what I see everybody do on when they have YouTube shows and say like, click that button to like and subscribe. I guess that's going to make a difference if you click likes and then subscribe. You're probably all 10 of you are probably subscribed already. But anyway, as always, thank you so much for being here. It makes my week to get to hang out with y'all, and I will be back here next week doing the same sort of thing. I haven't figured out what artist it's going to be yet, but I'm getting a little weary of digging through these old-timey artists and having to weed out the racist songs. So I may move a little forward in time here to where I don't have to worry about that anymore. Anyway, I love you all. Stay safe, stay sane, stay home if you can, stay healthy, stay free if you can. We'll try. We'll do our best. And I'll be right back here next week. Love you all. Bye-bye.